Hey guys, so I just clocked out of work. I'm on my way home, leaving one of our locations here in Mesa. And I just wanted to share something that got to me today. Today was a good day. It was an amazing day, and everything was checked out as normal. Nothing was wrong. Nothing out of the ordinary. Had to tell two people to stop fighting for a second. Just a little verbal altercation. But as soon as I stepped in and said something, it ended. But that wasn't even the thing that got me today. What absolutely just threw me was I'm sitting there and this family walks in. It's a lady and her two kids. The kids are about like 11, maybe 13 years old, somewhere in between there. But they looked like they had been out here facing Arizona sun. And the lady comes up to me and she goes, I heard this place can help me. Who do I need to speak to? And I'm looking at the two kids as I'm talking to her. I was like, well, you got to speak to our manager here at this location, and she'll be able to get you all squared away. Well, as she's talking to the manager or waiting for her, then two kids, one of them's holding a little puppy. It's like it gets even sadder and sadder as it goes. But they're holding this dog, and I see them kids are just pouring sweat, So I go and I ask them, I was like, hey, you guys need some water? And they're like, yes, please. So I go and I grab them some ice cold waters, bring it to them. And then they started just pounding that water, man. Then I asked them if they were hungry. They were like, yes, very hungry. So I went to the pantry and grabbed them some food. And I thought that maybe it wouldn't have been enough. So I got them some more food. I brought them to, the donation spot where they can build boxes of food, like provision, hygiene bags, all of it. And these kids just thank you. And they were hungry. They were so hungry. They were eating anything that we put in front of them. They were just hungry. The mom's talking to the manager and she's getting everything all squared away, so that way they can find more resources and get back up on their feet. But I'm looking at this family, and there's a million things running through my head as to what led them there. Regardless, they're there in front of me, and these kids ask me for food, and it just got to me. It messed me up, So today I realized that I knew that this job was more than security, but it became something so much more today. Seeing them kids. Either way, just want to remind everybody that there are people out there going through it. We all have bad days, and some of us are at our worst. Some of us are just going through minuscule things, not to dismiss it or anything. But you could be that family who walks in off of Arizona streets under Arizona sun and ask for just water and food. The mission over at St. Vincent de Paul is I can't even think right now. House, clothe, feed, and heal. Maybe not all in that order, but it's all the mission together. And today I felt like I accomplished my mission today. And at least for one family or one story. And yeah, I just again want to remind everybody that if they're ever in trouble, there is help out there. There are resources that that will make sure that you're at least provided for. And another thing I wanted to bring up, because I had a full day yesterday as well, is that, and maybe this is why it hits me so hard, but yesterday there was a older woman, SMI. If you don't know what that means, just look it up. Sierra Mike India SMI. And she was clearly having a bad day, or having an episode of some sort. Well, in my head, she starts, berating other clients that are coming in and everything. And in my head, I'm preparing how to throw her out of here. I'm getting ready to take care of the possible threat and, kick her on out. And then that manager that I mentioned earlier, she comes up and she just, she's trying to talk her down. Verbal de-escalation, amazing. And then it really wasn't enough. And then the manager goes and she hugs this lady and she says, "Hey, you are loved. You're wanted. I am here and I see you." And then the lady hugs her back and she's like, I don't know why I am the way I am. And, they shared a moment, and all of that tough guy shit that, like, I'm about to throw her out went out the window, and I was just kind of disgusted in myself that I was, like, ready to just throw this woman out on the street, or, at least prepared to. And all she needed was some kind words. And those words have been running through my head. Either way, guys, stay up and stay positive. Spread love, because sometimes that's all people need. In those moments, they just need one act of kindness. And I'm glad to be a part of this mission. So, stay tuned. I'm sure I'll have more stories to come that don't break your heart or mine. So, stay up, stay positive, spread love.